Flashpoint is here, and I've spent the past couple of hours getting as much information that I can about this new event and the Vaporizer to help you go in with all the knowledge you need. And you'll need it, because I'll tell you now, this thing is no pushover. Let's get into it. First off, let's talk about the extractor, or the assessor. Now, an easy way to do this is you'll need a photoelectric cloak and a smoke grenade. Look for the map for these 3 lasers in the sky, and then all you need to do is sneak up. There will be a lot of arc surrounding it. As soon as you go to breach, more arc will spawn. That's what the smoke grenade's for. You need to wait until a platform appears, and then throw down a smoke and breach. Once you're breached, you will alert all the arc to you, but the smoke will cover you while you do this. Loot as you need, and then bring out your electric cloak and use it again. Move to another one. Wait for the platform to appear. It can take quite a while. Just a tip, if you notice there's a platform sticking out and it's not retracting, that means that that's already been looted, and make sure that the coast is clear as well. Platform's there, throw down another smoke, breach, and get your loot. This works most of the time. It will not work if the arc are already alerted to someone close by you. You will get an assessor matrix, which I believe is required for either the SMG or the electroshock barricade, and you'll have a chance to get a blueprint for one of the 3 new items. Next up, let's talk about the Vaporizer, the new enemy introduced into the game. He's a rocketeer with a queen laser attached to him. He is very, very dangerous. Now, he also has a matriarch shield. You can bait out the shield by throwing something at it. Once the shield is gone, you will then be allowed to throw something. His shield is on a cooldown, so throw something insignificant like an impact grenade or something like that. In this clip I use an impact grenade, and it draws out his shield. Once the shield is gone, it will be on a cooldown, so then you can use wolf packs. So bait out his shield, wait for it to disappear, and then use wolf packs. This will be the quickest way to kill him. He doesn't have a lot of health, but it's the shield that will mess people up. Bait out the shield with a light impact grenade or even a volcanic rock, wait for it to disappear, and then throw your 2 wolf packs. His weak spot is on the back of him. It's quite noticeable. It's a massive vent. When you shoot it, you'll notice that you get the critical sound against the arc, so aim for his back if you can, but this is easier said than done because he's very, very aggressive. The best way to fight him is to find some piece of solid cover. Here in Berry City, I found a bridge leg, and I was just able to rotate round it as he's firing his laser and pop off shots as and when I can. This is probably the best way to fight him. His laser will cause fire around you as well, so just make sure that you're not caught in the fire when he fires his laser. But if you can find a solid piece of cover that you can rotate round to bait him, then great. That's the ideal situation to fight him. Please be careful of garage doors though, because for whatever reason they don't count as cover and he's able to shoot right through it, as you can see what happened to me here. Very annoying. He's got like 3 thrusters encased in one part of the thruster, so if you do want to take down his thrusters, he'll be there a while. If you do take it out, then he will kind of lose balance and start flying all over the place, but it does take a lot more effort than it does the Rocketeer. And also I didn't see him get really knocked back by any high velocity weapons. Now I tested a bunch of weapons against him. So first off, the Jupiter. Now the Jupiter was okay. If you've not used it, it's essentially like an energy ferro. It was okay at taking out his thrusters, but I believe that there are better weapons suited for this. If you've got a Jupiter, great, because it does, if you manage to kill him, it drops energy clips, so you can become self-sufficient with it. If you've got a Jupiter, by all means, feel free to use it. It's not the best, but it does the job. The next weapon we're going to talk about is the Aphelion. Now the Aphelion is better than the Jupiter for the Vaporizers, 100%, but it will chew through ammo a lot quicker than a Jupiter. It does perform some amount of pushback, but it's not really noticeable as it was in like a Rocketeer. But it's good for its pinpoint accuracy, it's good for focusing on those thrusters. In terms of damage, it's fine, but you will find that the fights can feel a little bit drawn out and you'll start eating through your ammo quite quickly. So I would advise bringing a lot of energy clips with you if you do decide to use the Aphelion. But you can see here, it's making quick work of the thrusters themselves, and it's providing a little bit of pushback. Not majorly like we've seen with the Rocketeer, but I've put a thruster off here and you can see that he's starting to fly all over the place, he's losing his balance. So if you do take down 2 thrusters, then you will be able to make him fall to the ground, which is great. Aphelion, I would say, is much better than Jupiter, but there is something better. It'd be good to have as a secondary for longer ranges where you can see the Vaporizer in the distance, or you're at an assessor point and there's a lot of Vaporizers, you can just kind of pick one off longer range, but it's more suited for being your secondary at longer ranges. Don't bring this in as your main weapon to fight, because you'll chew through your ammo and the fight will be very drawn out. Next up is the Equalizer. Now, I'm just going to say right off the bat, do not use the Equalizer for the Vaporizer. It's not got enough armour to make it worthwhile. I just did not have a good time with it whatsoever. I just felt really bad to use against the Vaporizer, because the Equalizer is best used for sustained fire, but the amount that the Vaporizer will fire you with a laser as well, you're not going to have enough time. You need to peek shoot to fight this thing, and the Equalizer is not made for peek shooting, it's made for sustained damage and taking off armour. Please do not waste your time and bring an Equalizer to fight a Vaporizer, because you will get caught out and end up losing it. I'm telling you, don't bring it, waste of time. Finally, I want to talk about the Hull Cracker. Now, the Hull Cracker is the best weapon to use against a Vaporizer. It just puts out so much damage so quickly. It's great for peek shooting, which, as we've talked about, is really necessary to avoid the Vaporizer's laser. So you can see here, I'm essentially using a lift shaft as my cover here. I'm peeking out, popping a few shots, jumping back in, and getting a lot of damage off while I'm doing it. It's great burst damage, which you need against this thing. As soon as I see the laser, I jump back down, take a breather, reload my gun, go back up, pop a few more shots. And this is the style that you want to adopt when you're fighting this thing, because if you're out in the open too long, it absolutely destroys your shields and also your health. Focus the thrusters and you'll have a good time. The only annoying thing is, because it's a flying enemy and the Hull Cracker's velocity for the rounds, because they kind of loop down, they arc down as you fire it, you're going to miss some shots. But even with that, this is still the best weapon, I think, for taking out these things, because of the burst damage it provides. You can see here that I managed to take down 2 thrusters, and it allowed me to hammer them to death, which I thought was quite funny. Sadly, you don't get an achievement for it, unfortunately, so just in case you were wondering. But take this clip for an example of how effective the Hull Cracker is. So I've got a little bit of cover here at the extract on Bluegate, and I'm just able to peek behind, peek back out. I'm nearly like quick scoping here to fire my shots, 3 in quick succession, nip back in for cover, and the 4th, and he's gone. This is the style you need to adopt to fight these things effectively. And that's everything I've learned over the past couple of hours playing a new event. I will make more videos when I find out better ways to fight this thing, but I think Embark have done a really good job of putting in such an intimidating, hard enemy, because we were getting to that stage where all fights were becoming very easy. The Vaporizer completely changes this, in my opinion, and it's put meat back in the menu, boys, I'm happy to say. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like, as it really helps me out. I would really appreciate it. And if you enjoy what I do, then be sure to subscribe, as I'll be making a lot more videos as more information comes out and I get my hands on this new energy shotgun. I really appreciate you watching, thanks very much for your time, and I'll see you soon for more Arc Raiders content. All the best, cheers.